Okay, so today we're looking at Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, which is a classic song from the 80s. One of his most well-known songs, I think, although he had so many. But this was one of his early well-known ones as a solo artist, I think. And this is a version by the surf group Surfer Joe, which is pretty cool. And I've adapted it a little bit, as I tend to do. But anyway, we start off with this figure where you're just playing this. So on the two upper strings, you're playing the first and second strings with your right hand, first and second finger, open, then second fret. I'm just barring with my first finger there, then third fret, second finger, and then back to the second fret. And while you're doing that, you're playing the sixth string open. So you're gonna go. That's sort of the beginning of the tune, and then we have this melody that comes in where you're going. So you're starting with the second string open, then third string, second fret, and third string open. And that's sort of the notes that are involved here, B, A, and G. The first part of the melody. The thing about it, though, is keeping the steadiness of this bass line going. Tricky to do, but I think you'll see on the PDF it's kind of easier to do because you can sort of see where the notes are, or where the tab is, and just sort of line up with it. But you're going, you're these two together, then this alone. Oh, sorry, this alone, that alone. It's a combination of you're playing these notes alone and together, and it's sort of lining them up. But the end result is that this is like a steady bass line here, and you've got this. So we've got this first part here. Sixth string open, second string open, then together, then second string open, then together again. The third string, second fret, then third string open, sixth string open together. Then third string, second fret, then those two together, third string open, sixth string open, then second string open. So you're playing this melody while the bass line's going on. So the melody, after you play that first part of it, you're then going to, you start the same, sixth string open, second string open, together, second string open, second string alone there. So you're sort of walking there, the melody goes. You hang on this third string, second fret, and open, third string open, then second string open, third string, second fret, third string open, fourth string, fourth fret, and then you go to the fourth string, second fret, and that's when your thumb goes to the fifth string. Third string open there, together with the fifth string open. Back to the fourth string, second fret. Then you go on third string open, fourth string, fourth fret, and then back to the fourth string, second fret. Back to this beginning thing. Now the second time through the melody, just to kind of contrast it and help the piece move along, I moved it up an octave. So you're going to start on the first string 7th fret. Once again, you've got the 6th string open playing steadily here. So 6th string open, 1st string 7th fret, then together, then 1st string 7th fret alone, and then together again. So we're just doing the same melody we did, it's just an octave higher. So that's the whole first part of the melody, just moved up an octave, is what that is. And then once we get to the 5th string open again, you can play the 1st string open there for that note like you did before. And we have the same, then it moves back down here again. I mean, it's cool. The melody in this song is very, I don't know, it's got a real kind of vibe to it, and it's very, it's a melody that does a lot with a little, because it's like you're not talking about a lot of notes, and the notes are close together, so there's not any wide, but it's the way that the notes, it's the rhythm of it. It's the rhythm of the notes against the steadiness of the bass line. Although on the Michael Jackson tune, the bass line's doing a more complicated thing, but the same idea is in principle. You know, the drums are very steady and whatever, and you've got this melody that's using just a few notes, but just doing it in a very sort of funky, cool way, interacting against the steadiness of the pulse. So we go to this next part now. So this is like a C chord. You don't have to play a C chord, but you can think of that in your mind, because that's what the chord is. And your 3rd finger is on the 5th string 3rd fret, like it would be for a C chord. And you're going between the 1st string open and the 2nd string 3rd fret with your pinky. And then the 1st string 3rd fret. So I'm playing those first two together, and then the rest are all individual notes. So it's going. And then it goes to the 6th string open. So that melody, 1st string 3rd fret, the 1st string open, the 2nd string 3rd fret, the 1st string open again, and this time with the 6th string open here. And then you're going back to the 5th string 3rd fret here. So this is the same notes that you were doing before. 1st string open, 2nd string 3rd fret, 1st string 3rd fret. 6th string open there. Then we repeat what we did before. But here it changes. So you go into this, think of it as a C once again, but it's just your 3rd finger here and your 1st string. Sorry, 1st finger's on the 2nd string 1st fret. You're going to go. So that's 2nd string 1st fret to the 3rd fret, then 1st string open. 1st string open again, and then this is like a B, you know, a B or B7 chord. But your 1st finger's on the 5th string 2nd fret, your pinky's on the 2nd string 4th fret, and you're going to go those two together. 1st string open, 5th string 2nd fret, 1st string 2nd fret, and then 2 hits on the 5th string 2nd fret. And that leads us in, the B7 takes us back to E minor, which now we've got the chorus. And it helps immensely if you know the song, because you can hear it in your head, and one section flows to the next. I mean, I grew up with this song. It was just one of those songs. Like this was early, solo Michael Jackson. I think it was on Off the Wall. No, or was it on Thriller? It was on either Off the Wall or Thriller, but it's just a really classic Michael Jackson song. You heard it on the radio all the time. So it really helps when you know it, because just getting the sections and going from one place to another. So I'd recommend listening to the song too if you don't know it, or even if you do. It's a great song. So the chorus. So once again, we've got a thumb on the sixth string here, and the melody we're playing is first string open, second string, third fret, and second string open. Those are the notes. And you can hear, oh, Billie Jean is not my lover. So Michael Jackson sings it a little bit better than I did. So this is all on the first string. Open, third fret, fifth string. Third fret, fifth fret. Actually, you do it. I do it by second finger and pinky there. And when you come down, 3, 2, open. And then on the open string, you go to the fifth string open. And then... So that melody is first string open, first string 7th fret with your third finger, 5th fret with your first finger, open again, second string 1st fret, second string open. So and then we've got again. Finger that right. This just repeats what you just did. And now it goes back to that thing from the beginning. One other thing about this that I forgot to mention, which I think I did when I recorded it, that helps it out, is if you can slightly palm mute with your right hand, so part of your hand is sort of lightly touching the low strings, so it just sort of makes it so that the higher register strings sound different in quality to the lower register strings, which makes it feel more like it's like an actual bass part, if you've just sort of got it muted a little bit like a bass would sound, or, more in the direction of how a bass would sound, potentially. And that's it. That's the tune. It's a great song. It's fun to play on guitar. It works out really well. And, have a good time with it.